And hello everybody. Today we're gonna do something different. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you a little lesson on Horde mode, or better known as let the scout pick up the power. Okay, so to understand this, we have to do a little bit of overview of things. So as you know, Horde mode has 5 different classes. You have Soldier, you have Sniper, you have Engineer, you have Heavy, you have Scout, and then you have generic skills. Anyway, so each one of these classes do different things. The Soldier does damage. That's pretty much all they do. They have a bonus to grenades and to assault rifles. Snipers do headshots. They mark targets, they do more damage, and they have some extra skills. The Engineer builds things. This is also very important, and I'll probably make a second video on this part. The Heavy does damage with heavy weapons, that is, the mulchers, the boom shots, all those kind of things, and even the turrets. However, the Scout is different. The Scout does his most damage with his shotgun, and he's not the most durable. Actually, it can be, but that's something we're going to cover. But its main skill is not getting kills. Its main skill is getting and gathering power. Now, what do you use power for? If you've never played Horde and you're watching this to, I don't know, get your feet wet or something, power is the currency you use within the game to buy structures. So that's barriers, turrets, decoys, all these things that ideally, your engineer will be building. You're not supposed to be building these things. So, first of all, and this is the most important thing with a scout, is deposit bonus. Every scout uses this thing, or they should be, or otherwise kick them out of your team. The deposit bonus, I only have it at level 3, and it's already 30% bonus on fabricator deposits. What does that mean? Well, we're gonna use like nice round numbers, even though that doesn't really happen. But 100 points of power, when deposited, will become 130. That's only when a scout does it. This bonus is active all throughout the game, whether it's in the middle of a wave or during the building period, that 30 seconds between rounds. This is what makes the scout necessary, ideal, crucial to getting to round 50 in Horde mode. Now, I'm not an expert in Horde mode, but I've realized this real fast. You want the scout to pick up all the power because that means that you will get more power. Okay? If just think about it, in 3 rounds, in 3 deliveries of 100 points or 1,000 points, you're gonna have 100, 100, 100. With a regular guy, that's 300 points. If it's a scout, that's going to be 130, 130, and 130. That's 100, 390. That's almost 400. That's almost 100 points more. Now, if I upgrade that to 4, that's going to be a 40% bonus. And if it's 50, that's going to be 150. Okay? So 150 by 3 is going to be 450. You're getting 150 extra. So that's another round of deposits. Can you see where I'm going? You want the scout to do that. But that's not the only thing that the scout does. Every time the scout picks up power, he doubles it. So if he picks up 100 on the floor, to him, that's worth 200. Okay? And then when he deposits that 200, that's 200 plus 50% at maximum level, that's 300, okay? So for each 100 a scout picks up, he is delivering 200 more, okay? Like an engineer or a sniper takes those 100 and deposits them, he's only depositing 100. Do you realize the amount of money that accumulates? You're tripling your income, basically, okay? So let's look at the rest of the things, because people get antsy when they see the scout jumping into battle. Well, first of all, you have Brawler. That's 125% extra melee damage plus a 35% melee damage reduction. That makes it harder for him. It's harder for him to die. The bonus, we talked about it. Energize, 50% of power returned as health. So every time the scout picks up energy, he heals. Okay? He also can boost his health up to 50% more, or no, even more. That's 40, so it's 20, 40, 60, 80. It's like 100% more health. Then you have health regeneration boost. The scout can get even faster health regen. So that's gonna make him really sturdy. He's picking up health from everything he picks up in terms of power. If he's depositing more power, he can keep just running around things. Now, then you have pickup distance, which just means that he doesn't have to get as close to the enemies to pick up things. That's really good. Generally, in the beginning, you want to combine these two or another one of the skills that I'm gonna show you later on. Rage. As soon as you open this, equip it. Rage heals you every time you do damage with a Nasher or an Overkill. Okay? This thing is key to keeping a scout alive. Because basically, if you have an Overkill, you're going to be healing constantly. The Overkill is a big shotgun. Then we have shotgun capacity, which is just more ammo, which kind of reinforces this idea that the scout is this person that's supposed to go on the front lines and just shotgun things and pick up the power. Shotgun damage. This one is really good. Like, with this, you become a death machine. Like, you keep shooting at them, and they just keep dropping like flies. Shotgun magazine, even more bullets in your shotgun. Speed boost, you can make the scout faster. So he can get in, get out, and even if things get, like, iffy, he can pick up the power and get the hell out of Dodge. Then you have X-ray. This one I don't really, particularly care about, but it lets you see through the walls, which is a good thing to have. And then you can combine that with an execution bonus, so you can get more damage from things, and a fortification of health, so you can even get more health. Okay? So what I'm trying to get to is that the scout needs to pick up the power. Now, the biggest problem I've seen is people are very territorial about their power, and they just go, my kill, my power, get yours. This is something that, even in the forums when I was figuring out what people thought about this, that was one of the things came up. Like someone said, literally one guy told me this, and it's upsetting because you are only hurting yourself and your team by taking power from the scout. Simple as that. Also, another recommendation, and this is important for the scout, is the last 2 kills. Try and hold on. Don't get them. Okay? Don't kill them. Wait for the scout to say, you know what? I'm done picking up power. Kill them. Maybe he will be the one to kill them. I don't know. It depends on the size of the enemy and the round. But yeah. So if you give your scout the chance to gather up power, he will be ready to give you an enormous boost. By the time you get to the whole thing, to 40, wave 40, if you're careful, your scout might have given you an extra 100,000 or even more. Okay? Again, let the scout pick up the power. It's one of those crucial things, the game doesn't do much to tell you about it. It sort of does, but it doesn't really. But I think it's necessary. Now, if you're a scout, if you're dedicated to being a scout, get deposit bonus first. Burn everything else you don't need. Granted, I could destroy all of these if I wanted. And I'm gonna craft a new card for my scout. Because the higher your scout is, it means that you have shorter horde mode, uptime, which means you can squeeze more games into your life, and you have a higher rate of success, right? So you always want to keep that going and going and going and going on. So the only way you're gonna get to normal mode or to insane is by having all these skills maxed out. If you don't have them maxed, your character is not gonna survive hard mode or insane mode. I would argue that if you don't have maxed health boost by the time you get there, by the time you up to at least normal, you're not gonna survive as much, okay? Because the scout needs to run around. So use your cards, burn them on things like shotgun damage, deposit bonus, health, and once you get this one, level this one fast as possible. Because let's see, you have 5 once you get to level 10, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 skills. This one you could switch to either health boost or another health fortification. I'm not entirely aware if they stack, but I'm convinced they do. I'll need to do some research on that once I unlock that skill. Well, once I unlock another slot, because I'm never running Scout without this. So get to at least level 5, so you have 3 slots, and you can play and not be absolutely defenseless in normal mode. Okay? Another thing, what should you be buying? Okay. So the 10th anniversary, just get them. They're nice. You get some cool things. But let's assume normal everyday kind of video. Okay? So we have Operation Packs, Horde Booster, Versus Booster, Elite Pack, Starter Airdrops, and Deluxe Airdrops. Okay. So Operation Packs, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Why? Because this is a mixture of Horde, Versus, and cosmetic items. You want my opinion? Forget about cosmetic items for a while. Why? Because what the hell do you care if you're Marcus or Dom or whatever? It's still killing, and there's no difference in stats between them, so you're not gonna the hitbox is the same. So there's no change that. The weapons, you're not gonna get special weapons that do more damage than regular ones, which thank God. So forget about these ones and focus on these ones. Now they've been upgraded. Now you can get cosmetics from them. I'd rather just get bounties. But Horde boosters are gonna give you all the cards you need, and all the cards you're gonna be using to keep going up and up. Again, the more powerful your character is, the less time you'll be in Horde mode, and the more rewards you will get. So your money, they just patched the rate of money earning. So Horde should give you a good enough boost in your credits. Use them to buy Horde boosters. Level up until you have whichever class you wanted maxed, or level up all of them, I don't care. And then go in and maybe move to Operation Packs. And this is again if you play a lot of Versus, maybe then this one is better, but you're never guaranteed to get enough things. See, this has 4 Versus bounty cards and a customization card. This one has 3 random Horde skills with a chance of a Horde bounty plus 1 guaranteed customization card. I don't know. I don't think this is worth it. If you're gonna be playing just Versus, just buy, Operations or Versus. If you're playing Horde, just focus on Horde. Just absolutely focus on Horde. Once you're done with the cards, go back to Operation Packs. You'll get some Versus bounties, you can decide whether you want to use them or not. This depends mostly on what kind of player you are. So, that's my recommendation. These things, I wouldn't even bother about them, but whatever. Maps, never mind that. Okay. The maps, these ones, well, this one gets you, sorry. This one's actually kind of good, and I'm actually gonna buy one. I kind of like the 10th anniversary packs because they give you bounties, they give you skins, and they give you a new character, which you're never gonna get again. So, might as well. So, let's summarize. If you want to be a good scout, the first thing you have to do is pick up all the power you can, build the correct skills, which include the deposit bonus, some health, and some damage. Make sure that you have as much survivability as possible. Practice your roles, be always at the front lines, and make sure that your team knows that they're supposed to let you have all the power. Also, when you're down to the last few kills, make sure to let your team know that you're still picking up power and that they should delay the last kill. This will ensure that you collect most of the power and maximize how much credits you get from every round. This will ensure that by the time you get to a boss wave, your engineer will have enough money to construct a very well-defended base, which will allow you to complete waves faster and get to level 50 as soon as possible. With all this, I hope that you learn what makes a good scout, and if you're any of the other classes, you will now know how to cooperate with the scout to make sure that you achieve your objective, getting to wave 50 and clearing it in the least amount of time and with the least amount of problems. If you do find this guide useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. This was Embedded Video Games. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.